Hello NBA fans and welcome back to the NBA The Week That Was. Today, I'll be talking about my favorite basketball team, who has been doing quite well relative to the start of the season. Let's not waste a moment and get right into the 14th episode of the NBA The Week That Was. This week, I'll be giving a totally unbiased analysis on my favorite basketball team of the last 12 years, the Atlanta Hawks. Coming into the season, the Hawks were projected to be a sleeper playoff team. They had a great draft, choosing a 3-and-D specialist in DeAndre Hunter and the raw yet extremely talented and extremely high potential Cam Reddish. Trae Young was coming off a solid rookie year, and John Collins was looking like a potential all-star. Overall, it seemed like the year the Hawks would be back in the playoffs after missing the last two would be this year. That didn't end up happening. At the moment, the Hawks sit at 14th place in the Eastern Conference with 17 wins and 41 losses. John Collins was suspended for 25 games for doping, and the young guys needed more time to develop, and the team just wasn't ready to be successful. The only bright spot for the Hawks in the first 40 games of the year was Trae Young turning into a bona fide superstar. He is averaging 30 points and 9 assists a game while making 30-foot threes and breaking ankles each and every game. This year, Trae proved that he could be the cornerstone of a championship contender due to his unreal offensive game. His defense is one of the worst in the league, but he has time to develop his conditioning and defensive awareness to a level which could make him an average defender. Like I said before, Trae turned into a superstar, but he had no one to support him. However, the geniuses in the front office, especially Travis Schlenk, our general manager, were able to provide Trae some of the support he needs going forward. At the trade deadline, the Hawks acquired Clint Capella, the starting center for the Houston Rockets, for a mere first-round pick. The Hawks desperately needed a rebounding and defensive-minded center, and Capella perfectly fit that role. He has been one of the league's best rebounders for the last 3 to 4 years, while also being a great shot blocker and has demonstrated high defensive IQ. The Hawks also got Dwayne Dedmon as the backup center. Dedmon is a great stretch 5 guy and is a guy that perfectly complements Trae and John Collins' game. As of the last 2 games after the All-Star break, the Hawks have won both and won both of those against 2 playoff teams in the Miami Heat and the Dallas Mavericks. While Capella didn't play, the Hawks still played really well, and as of late, it looks like the Hawks are going to be a force to reckon with in the future. Trae has continued playing at just a different level. Collins has been averaging a solid 20 and 10 each and every night. Kevin Huerter is getting better and better as a secondary playmaker in the offense who can also excel as a spot-up shooter. DeAndre Hunter is getting settled into his 3-and-D role, and Cam Reddish is playing with more confidence and looking more and more like his high school superstar self. And all of the other vets have been playing at the highest level for the last few games. The Hawks are a young team who keep learning from every experience they get, and this summer, the Hawks will add a solid player with their high draft pick. If you add the draft pick, side note, I hope it's Georgia's Anthony Edwards. If you add this draft pick to a young core of Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, and Cam Reddish, the Hawks will be looking to match the expectations they had last year and continue growing into the perennial championship contender they have the potential to be. And with that, we wrap up the 14th episode of the NBA The Week That Was. If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment down below. And if this is your first time tuning into the series, please subscribe down below as well. I'll catch you guys next week on the NBA The Week That Was. See ya.